From the campus of the University of Alabama, live sports. From Alabama's sports team, this is WVUA Sports.
Welcome into sports, everybody. I'm Scott Braswell. Gary Harris has the evening off. The Alabama football team is off this weekend, but is using their bye week to heal up and correct some of the errors for the first few games. The Tide practiced outside in Shells today. There's Jarek Williams, who was on the stationary bike yesterday, back doing drill work today. Coach Saban did tell us Monday that he and Tony Brown would practice this whole week. So it looks like the secondary could finally be healthy. Blake Sims injured his shoulder against Florida, but was back to throwing today. Hits O.J. Howard on the nice 5-yard out pattern. And finally, Dominic Jackson was seen working out with the first team O-line at right guard. We'll keep you up to date with the developments there. Let's go to Alabama basketball. It was a tough season for the Crimson Tide last year. They won only 13 games and failed to win a road contest. But Anthony Grant and his players, well, they're looking forward. The Tide will have a lot of new faces this year. They lost their leading scorer, Trevor Relaford, to graduation, but there are plenty of players lining up to take his spot. Transfers rookie Tarrant and Michael Kessens will be eligible to play after sitting out last season. Seniors Levi Randolph and Rodney Cooper will also be counted on to lead the team. Coach Grant and his players are optimistic for the upcoming season.
It's been a really good off season. You know, we had our guys here in the summer for 8 weeks. They got a chance to get used to each other, really, and that's the big thing I think with the summers is them getting to know each other, bonding together. They also got a chance to spend a lot of time with our strength coach, Lou Deneen, who does a great job with them.
Well, I think the biggest thing for us this year is just to keep improving, and for us, we expect to compete and to play hard, and we want to be one of the top teams in the SEC and one of the top teams in the country. So, you know, that's what the offseason was for, was to get us ready for this upcoming season.
The Stillman Tigers are gearing up for their first conference game of the season this Saturday at home against Kentucky State. The Tigers got their first win of the season last Saturday in a 37-19 victory over St. Augustine's University. Stillman won last year's contest between the two. They eked out the victory 26-21. Stillman head coach Teddy Keaton says the team needs to be focused on the field Saturday to keep the team in the win column.
It's a conference game. What we got to do is play well as a team and, you know, be consistently consistent. You know, not make mistakes, don't shoot ourselves in the foot, and control the things that we can control. I think a lot of the things that we try to get in outside factors in, we worry about him being this, and this. We just focus on what we can control, execute to the fast pace, and play fast ball.
On to the prep scene we go. The Central Falcons will play host to their crosstown rival, the Bryant High Stampede, on Friday night. Central is coming off a dominant 50-7 win over Wilcox Central. The Falcons are 2-2 overall. The Stampede are still looking for their first win and trying to recover from a 48-24 defeat at the hands of Northridge last week. But regardless of the records, both coaches say this game goes way beyond wins and losses.
It's a big game, as every week is, but a lot of our kids have gone to school with some of those guys from Central. Growing up, they played pee-wee ball with some of those guys before they dispersed and went to various ways, and so it's a huge deal, big game for these guys.
It's a rivalry this year, but they're not in our area, so it haven't been bad this week. We haven't had to say too much, but we didn't have to, you know, make them understand that this is a highly important ball game.
To baseball, final home game for legendary shortstop Derek Jeter. Bottom of the ninth game tied, and who you going to call the captain? Derek Jeter. He hits the walk-off RBI single to give the Yankees the 6-5 victory. So many of those clutch hits throughout his entire Yankee career. You see his teammates mobbing him, and why not? End of a terrific career. Former Alabama standout David Robertson does get credited with the win. That's all the time we have for sports. We're back with more news right after the break.